Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I will discuss about Public Provident Fund or what we call PPF and how to become Crore Pati by just investing in PPF for a longer period of time. Here we see the quote by Warren Buffett, which he says, "Someone is sitting in the shade of a tree today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." This quote implies long-term investment. So in PPF also it is a long-term investment scheme, so we have to stick to the scheme for a longer period of time. So first of all, before I tell you how to become Crore Pati by investing in PPF, first we have to know about what is PPF, what are the advantages of PPF and disadvantages of PPF. Then I'll show you how to become Crore Pati by investing in PPF with the help of Microsoft Excel. So what is PPF? PPF is a scheme which is a long-term investment plan introduced in 1968 by government, and it offers an attractive interest rate. So the interest earned on PPF is tax-free, that is non-taxable under Income Tax Act. PPF has a lock-in period of 15 years and can be extended by one or more block of 5 years. That means after the end of 15 years, the account holder can extend the PPF scheme for 5 years. That means for one block of 5 years. That means he can extend it at 5 years at a time. So, or he can terminate it at the end of the maturity of PPF. That is after the end of 15 years, he can terminate the schemes and withdraw the money. What are the benefits of PPF? PPF is one of the best investment plan for individual who has low risk appetite. That means individuals who cannot risk their money, then this is one of the best scheme for those type of individuals. The second, amount of investment in PPF up to 1.5 lakhs is eligible for tax reduction under Section C of Income Tax Act. Interest earned is tax-free under Section 10 of Income Tax Act. PPF is government-backed scheme and the investment is not linked to market, so it offers a guaranteed return and is a low-risk investment. Since it is a government-backed scheme, so it offers a guaranteed return, that is the interest we said 7.1%. So that much interest the account holder will get, and since it is not linked to any market, so it is a low-risk investment. Number 5, minimum amount required is 500 rupees in a financial year and maximum is 1.5 lakhs in a financial year, which can be invested either in lump sum or monthly basis. Loan on PPF can be availed from 3rd to 6th financial year, and termination or extension of PPF can be decided by the account holder at the end of maturity period. Point number 8, partial withdrawal is allowed on the 7 years onwards. Point number 9, minors or housewives are allowed to open PPF accounts. What are the disadvantages of PPF? PPF is a long-term investment plan with a lock-in period of 15 years, so there is no liquidity. That means before the 15 years, before the end of 15 years, the account holder cannot terminate this scheme, except for there are few cases which the account holder can exit the schemes. That is for another video. And the second point is government can revise the rate of interest, which the government used to do every quarterly, or whether the government revise it or whether not revise it, it depends on the government. But if they want to revise it, they can do it quarterly. And the rate of interest, the government can make it up or can make it down. If the government make the interest up, so it is advantage for the account holder. If the government put the interest down, so it is disadvantage for the account holder. And point number 3, joint account is not allowed in PPF. Important points to remember before investing in PPF. We have to know about financial year. What is financial year? Financial year starts on the 1st April of the present year until the 31st March of the next year. For example, financial year 2022 to 2023 starts from 1st April 2022, ends to 31st March 2023. And the investment should be made before 5th of any month in order to earn interest for that month, either monthly or either we invest monthly basis or in lump sum basis. We should always invest before the 5th of any month. For example, if the money deposit made on the 4th April 2022, that money will earn interest for the whole month of April of this year 2022, while the money deposit made on the 6th of April 2022 will start earning interest only in the month of March 2022 onwards. And the interest earned in PPF, it's the whatever the amount you deposit in the PPF, it will earn interest on monthly basis, but the interest will be credited to the PPF account on the last day of financial year, that is on the 31st March. So now I'll show you how to become Crore Pati by the help of Microsoft Excel. Here, for simplicity purpose, I will take a person invested in PPF in lump sum amount before the 5th of suppose before the 5th of April 2020. This is just an example so that you can get a clear idea. So suppose a person invested on yearly basis in lump sum amount, that means he invests total 1.5 lakhs before 5th April 2022. He invests this much of money, and the interest rate, present interest rate in PPF is 7.1%, and the lock-in period is 15 years. This is per annum. This is 15 years. So let's say this is serial number, and this is the opening balance. And then this is the investment which the person made per year, and this is the interest earned per year, and this is the closing balance. So let's make this one little bit bigger. So here we'll type 1, then here we'll put the formula 1 plus, and this cell equal to 2. Then first of all we'll calculate up to 15 years, which is the login period of this PPF. So in the first year, before he invests, the opening balance will be 0. Since this is the first year, opening balance will be 0, and the investment, he put the investment, this whole 1.5 lakhs in a year in lump sum basis. So we'll click the equal signs, and then we'll click in this cell B1. Then we'll click the F4 function 4 key, or we can click it $sign also to lock this cell. We can click F4 or we can use $sign, will be the same. Then the interest earned we'll put equal sign. Then the interest earned will be will put bracket, then opening balance plus investment, then we'll put bracket, then we'll multiply it with the interest rate divided by 12. That is for monthly basis, or here since we calculate it in a yearly basis, so we don't have to divide it by 12. So now we can lock this interest rate by pressing F4, or we can just click the $sign. So the interest came to in a year. The interest earned is 10,650. Now the closing balance for this year will be opening balance plus investment plus interest rate, then equal to 1,60,650. Then for the next year, since this is the closing balance for this financial year 2022 to 2023, then the opening balance for financial year 2023 to 2024 will be equal to, we'll click equal, then we'll click this cell, then we'll hit enter. Then now we can just drag this amount. Since we have entered the formula, we just have to drag this, the value will come. So here we can see there are decimal points, so we can cancel this decimal points for simplicity basis. Here also. So we see by the end of 15 years, if we invest 1.5 lakhs per year every year for 15 years, by the end of 15 years we can see the money or the money invested and the interest earned will be 40,68,209. So suppose after the end of 15 years, the person wants to extend the PPF for another 5 years. That is one term of 5 block years. Let's say he wants to extend it for another 5 years. Then since we have put the formula, we just have to drag this down. We will get the value. So now we can see after the end of 20 years, the money which the person invested and the interest earned will be 66,58,288. So suppose if that person extend it for another 5 years, it make up to 25 years. So we can see by the end of 25 years, the total money which person have in his PPF account will be 1,03,08,015 rupees. So by just investing in PPF for a longer period of time, a person can become Crore Pati. So we can see with the help of this Excel sheets, we can see that the person can become Crore Pati by investing in PPF for a longer period of time. So let's say this is, instead of serial number, let's say this is a year. So for here the person invested in total 25 years. So let's see how much money he invested and how much interest he earned in this 25 years. So here we put the formula, then equal sum, then we'll click from here. Then we can see in 25 years the person invested 37,50,000 rupees. And what about the interest he earned in 25 years? The interest he earned will be 65,58,015 rupees. So this much he invested, 37,50,000, and the interest earned is 65,58,015 rupees. So the amount of his investment plus the interest earned will be the total amount he will get in his PPF account, which is this much amount, 1,03,08,015 rupees. So by just investing in PPF for a longer period of time, a person can become Crore Pati. So thank you very much. If you like this video, you can subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends for more videos on finance.